Enlit Europe Live, and today's joining me Mark Copley. He's the CEO of the European Federation of Energy Traders. Mark, thanks for joining.
Pleasure to be here, Patrick.
Thank you, Mark. So Mark, the energy markets are dominating the news at the moment, and consumers are struggling to pay their energy bills. Are the energy markets still doing what they're supposed to do?
So, nice easy question, and a very topical one with energy ministers meeting in Brussels today. Look, my answer to that in very short form is markets aren't perfect, but they are doing what you would expect them to do. Let me give you a slightly longer answer though. Now, we had a really interesting panel session here at Enlit yesterday, and everybody from home energy providers to retailers to TSOs to traders pointed to the importance of the price signal. Now, why is a price signal from a market important? It's important because it drives innovation, because it increases competition, and it helps security of supply. And these are all of the things which we're going to need for a transition which is just and which fundamentally gets us to carbon neutrality. So if we look at what's happening in the markets at the moment, we're recovering from Corona, and there is a global surge in demand for gas in particular, and that's driving up prices for electricity and for carbon. Now that's a set of global phenomena, and I won't go through all of the reasons, but there are a lot of reasons that are driving those price rises, and they are underpinned by the fundamentals. And that is causing pain for customers, and it's right that policymakers worry about that. But what I think we have to make sure is that the reactions from policymakers don't distort the markets, meaning that the costs in the longer run go up. Because really, if we ask what we're trying to do here, decarbonisation will come through a strong ETS price. And if you look at the way coal is almost phased out of parts of Europe, that's come through the ETS. If you look at competition, which we really need, that comes through Europe-wide competitive energy markets. And if we look at security of supply, that comes from good data, through people trading in a way that allows TSOs to manage their markets better. And all of the things we've created over the last 15 years in Europe, the so-called internal energy market, which I will say I think we should be very proud of, are things which help those things. So I think, markets are not perfect. They have to work with policies at national level and at European level, but actually the framework we've got, I think, sets us up really well for a cost-effective transition, which is a long-winded way of saying yes.
And I also wanted to ask, at EFET, what are currently the things you are working on, the most important things?
So look, I joined EFET in February of this year, so this is my first Enlit, and I'm very much enjoying it. But actually the reason I joined EFET is because we don't just talk about why markets are important, we try and make them work better. So if you look at what EFET does, our master agreements are used as the basis for trading in Europe. I'm really excited about our corporate PPAs. There's a lot of talk in this conference about the importance of PPAs. We've developed a free power purchase agreement that anyone who wants to strike a PPA can use. So that's really important for me. This conference has also talked a very large amount about data exchange. And we have a whole set of data exchange standards to allow the industry to develop innovative products to make trading more efficient. So I'm excited about our PPAs and our legal work. I'm excited about our operations work to improve the efficiency of back office trading. And I'm not sure whether I'm excited about it, but I think it's incredibly important that EFET explains why markets are the best way of protecting customers. So our electricity committee, our gas committee, our carbon neutrality group will keep talking to national policymakers, to European policymakers, to explain something which I really do believe, which is the best way to get a safe, secure, affordable transition is by making the European markets work better. And that's fundamentally why EFET's here. I've done this for 20 years of my career, and it's fundamentally why I'm with EFET.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark, for joining.
Not at all. Thank you.